Hello, coaches. Welcome to episode 30. I got the number right this time of Football Talk with Coach Chip. I told y'all in the last episode, this episode here to be devoted to tempo. Now, I know we already talked about tempo a few episodes back, and I just gave a bunch of generic ways that people could run tempo. And today I want to talk primarily about one particular way, and this uses wristbands. Now, every time I mention that, people say things, a lot of coaches say, oh man, wristbands slow me down. And we didn't find that. Now, we could go very deliberate with wristbands. People ask me all the time, they said, how many tempos do you carry? I said, one. They said, one? I said, yeah. I said, we got everything on a wristband except for the one-word calls, and we talked about that before. And that's the handful of plays, that's the basic stuff. But in practice, we go fast as we can go to maximize reps. So that's the only one we practice. And they said, well, what do you do when you want to slow it down in a game? I said, well, I slow down giving them the play. And I'll give them, we give them the quarterback a heads up, like, give them, slow down. Let's run the clock a little bit here. And we do that. But you don't have to practice going slow. You just don't. You don't have, you can do a drive on Thursday, a 4-minute drill if you want to, but you just don't set the kids. And so I never understood all the people practicing all these different tempos. I just practice one tempo, and it's fast as you can go. That's not to say it's always super fast in practice, because sometimes you got to slow things down for teaching purposes, especially early on. But when we're going, and then you slow it down in the game. You just don't give them the play. Whether you're calling it from the sideline or calling it from the press box, you just don't give them the play until, and you practice that. So, and you can go ahead and give them the formation with 20 seconds on the play clock. But today we're going to talk about how I like to use wristbands to actually go fast. And it worked for us. Now, this is a sample wristband, very much a sample, very generic, just made up stuff. Don't judge me, go back and say, man, you run that right after that. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what we do. And we'll do a trifold wristband. Okay, so we have 3 different things in it. And we could do more plays than this. You can see what I've got right here. See, it's just what? Well, it should be. I don't know how I messed that up, but anyway, whatever. You can see what we've done here. It's very generic, and it's just a made-up wristband. But how we'll do the top wristband, we do the top that way. Okay, so the kids just look at it. And you say, well, Coach, how's that faster than one-word plays? Well, here's how right here. Quarterback calls it. You practice, like Sunday night, you get your script by Monday. By the way, if you don't have your script ready by Monday, you have a pretty good idea. Now, you can change here and there. But basically, what you're going to run on Friday night, if you don't have that by Monday, I don't know, you might be grab bagging, dude. Okay? But we like to call the game on Sunday evening. And sometimes it's after the meeting. A couple of coaches, I get together on the phone, and we talk about it, and we'll sit there and we'll write it up, and then we'll type it up, we'll text it back and forth to each other. And then when we go out on the field Monday, it's in the script. But you got to practice doing it this way. And here's what I mean by that. Every kid's wristband is specific to that kid. Okay, it tells them what to do, tells them all. This is the quarterback band. So what we would do, we'd give them the signal, whatever the signal is. You want to do it like Malzahn does it over at Auburn. Here's his signal. Okay, all right, or whatever it is you want to do, or you want to hold up a sign that's got a race car on it or whatever. That means, hey, we're going fast, dude. We're going fast. And you just say, gold, gold, gold. And that tells every kid on the team we're running the gold playlist. It's 5 plays. You say, Coach, I see 10. You got left hash, right hash. Okay, and the quarterback knows because we practice this. So we're on the left hash when we say, go, 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 gold, 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 gold. Whatever your word is, turbo, NASCAR, Indy, whatever. Whatever your word is, that's up to you. And you're on the left hash, quarterback knows, first place, buck left. Okay, now some of you guys that aren't into the buck and all that kind of stuff, don't get into the name. That's just generic stuff. And they know it's strong left. Whatever your strong left is, well, strong left. Okay, that would be strong left would be like a wing formation to the left and a twins formation to the right. So we're running buck into the boundary. If the ball had been on the right hash, quarterback would. And just to remind the kids to know where they are so they don't get lost in it, because your right guard is fighting his butt off, straining. Let's say we run play 1, and now let's just, for instance, say the ball now's on the right hash. I don't know why it would be after buck left, but let's just say it is. So the quarterback looks and he goes 22, 22. Well, it tells the quarterback play action pass, whatever it'd be on there, whether it's a play action pass off the buck, the power, the lead, the ISO, the zone, whatever it is. He knows, and he'll just say, goal 22, as they're going to the line. As they're running to the ball after the referee blows the whistle to end the first play of the drive, as they're running, he doesn't even look to the sideline except to see us going, keep going, roll, roll. And they'll know if they gain 4 yards or better, we stay ahead of the sticks, we're staying on that. We're going with that. I don't care. If we stay ahead of the sticks, sometimes it gets a little hinky, like, let's say on first down we get 4 yards. Well, we know we're rolling now. And let's say on the second play we get 3 yards. So now it's 3rd and 3. Okay? He may look over there on the way to the line, and we may stop it. Something like that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Just do whatever you want to do to stop it. Or you just say, roll with it. And he's running down the field, yelling to the guys, whatever. Now the ball's on the left hash. He's going like, goal 3, goal 3, goal 3, goal 3. And it's on the kid's wristband. So look here. I love this part right here. You can go to, well, let's see if I can get it to go right there. Look, this is just generic, the right tackle's wristband. Okay? It tells him what to do. So when the quarterback says, we're going fast, turbo, gold one, and he goes, gold 1, gap hinge. Okay? Gets 4 yards. Ball's on the right hash. Quarterback, as they're going to the line, goal 22, goal 22, goal 22. He looks at his wristband and tells him what to do on that play action pass. Okay, now the ball's on the left hash. Quarterback knows. Now you say, well, what if the play is you want to change it or you want to stop it? You just give them the signal to stop it. What if the ball's in the middle of the field? Well, you've worked with the quarterback and you tell him, okay, when the ball's in the middle of the field, it's not on a hash. And we're on the 3rd play of this. And by the way, we call this bundles. We were trying to come up with a name for it. We were grouping all these plays together. It was kind of like a script. And we were trying to come up with a name for it. And one of our assistant coaches said, he said, I was listening to a commercial coming in today on the radio, and it was talking about AT&T bundling your internet, your cell phone, and your home phone. Bundling, putting a bunch of things together. And we started doing that. That was about 6 years ago. We did, even before we went to a gun and started using spread concepts, when we were a wing and a tight, running under center wing T, we were doing this. I can remember there's been several times, especially in, I think it was 16, 17, and 18, when we were kicking it with this stuff, and I'd be in the press box, and I'd go an entire half and not call a play because it was just working so well for us and I just to stay with it. Like it was one time we scored on the 3rd play of the bundle, and when we came back out, when we got the ball back, the coach on the sideline said, what do you want to do? I said, start over with the bundle. And eventually we'd get through that bundle, and then we'd go to the next bundle, in this case, the pink bundle. And then we'd go to the next bundle, which was a blue bundle. And we'd just go like blue, 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 blue. And they knew that was the top of the wristband, and they'd be doubled up. There'd be another over here. I mean, this is just very generic and just a sample. So back to the quarterback band. Here's what I mean by that. Just a sample stuff. So we go 1 through 5 or 21 through 25 on the gold band. And we're back and forth from the left hash to the right hash to the middle. You go over it with your quarterback. When the ball's in the middle of the field, you line up in this formation, depending on whether or not you go right or go left. I mean, you'll know that. So, and say, which one do we pick? Do we pick the number 3 or the number 23? Okay? If the ball's dead in the middle field, We've already talked about, okay, we jet better to the left. We like our situation to the left better against this team. We think we can reach their right DN better than their left DN. So if you're in the middle of the field, pick 23, jet left, because we got a better matchup there. And that's a week-to-week thing. And the quarterback is calling the play, so there's actually no signaling at all. So when people say the wristbands slow them down, and then we can go not quite as fast just by using the regular wristband, just tell the kids we're going to go as fast as we can, and we're signaling it in, and it may be green card, which green card may be the second card when they flip it up, and we give them as fast as we can give them, and all we're giving them is green 22. Or sometimes top band. And you can use these same plays when you're not going fast as you can possibly go. You can jump in and jump out. But now I will say this, if you're going to go as fast as you can go, you need to go basically the same formation. Now, if you can go the same formation and not flip anybody, then you can go really fast. The kids know where to line up, and while you're running down the field, you're giving the quarterback, and it opens you up. You got more. This is what you do with your one-word calls. Like you get your one-word calls, you come up with like 10 plays that you can run out of the same formation, which is really 20 when you flip them. But you're going to stay in that formation, and you're going to stay in that strong right or strong left the entire time. That's really can go super fast. But this is a way to go very, very, very fast. Okay? And I love wristbands. Like I was telling our O-line coach a few weeks ago, one of the reasons I love wristbands is you're not teaching the kids what to do on a particular play, because it's written down. They don't have to remember when they hear buck right that they're going to gap hinge or they're going to gap down backer. They don't have to remember that. All they have to know is they can look at the wristband. It tells them. So that frees up the O-line coach and nothing but teach technique. This is how you gap down backer. So when you see gap down backer, and that's why I love wristbands so much, because it liberates the position coaches just to teach technique, because it's going to tell them on the band what to do. And you can go fast doing it this way. I mean, we've done it. I mean, I can't give you film to prove it because it's broken up. Heck, all of our film is like we're going fast. It go boom, 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 boom. And I love that because other teams don't know unless they talk to the coach the previous week, how fast we're going, or they send an actual live scout to scout us, which, by the way, you would think the tempo would bring back live scouting, and they'd be sending that junior high coach or that freshman coach out to coach people to get an idea about tempo, because you can't tell if they're very deliberate, and if the cameraman's clicking the play after the huddle's broke, you can't even tell if they huddle. Okay, you can't tell if they flip left or flip right, with their O-line. And so live scouting is pretty cool for stuff like that, but no live scouting, they're not going to know how fast you're going. And they can't simulate it, even if they know if you're going that fast. Because remember, your kid knows what to do. Your kids know what to do. The wide receiver, I said the right wide receiver in our system, the Y, he gets, go three, go three, go three. As he knows he's lining up on the right already, so he's going that way. He's finding the fat guy. That's always the umpire. And it says stalk number 1. He knows what to do. Okay? And we didn't change him a lot. We didn't change him a lot. We weren't worried about somebody saying, well, aren't you worried they'll figure out the order in which you do it? How? We're going so fast. And again, the coach on the sideline or in the press box with the team, he may know. Last week they ran buck right. They ran a play action pass off the buck 8 times. On the second play of a drive, they did it 8 times. But if we're going fast as we can go, that ain't helping that kid on the field. Okay? If we just cracked one off, and then we're lining up because we're used to going that fast. So that's just another way to go fast. Tell me, how do you go fast? What are some of the things you found? And why do you not like wristbands if you don't? And tell me about your one-word calls. I don't want to know what the call is, but tell me how that works. You can contact me at siegel.chip@gmail.com. Hit me up in the contacts below. Hey, folks, hang in there. I think we're starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel on this coronavirus, this corona hiatus that we've been on. Hey, what have you been doing? I've been zooming my old butt off. And I've become a high-tech redneck from South Alabama over the last few weeks. I'm still not real sure what I'm doing, but I'll tell you this. It's like I tell folks all the time. I can use a computer. I don't know how they work, but I can use one. Same way I can turn on a light switch and I can't wire a house. Or I can turn on the water and I can't plumb a house. But we're getting better at it. Tell me what you're doing. Siegel.chip@gmail.com. Hit me up in the comments below. Remember to like, share. Get the word out there. This has been Coach Chip. This has been Football Talk. And as I like to tell you all the time, folks, be elite.